Hi everybody. So today we'll be talking about ZayZoon. It's a great way for you to help your employees access their paycheck on demand. My name is Kinga. I'm the marketing coordinator here at Payment Evolution. And with me I have Tate Hackert from ZayZoon. Hi Tate.
Hey Kinga.
So we're going to dive into ZayZoon a little bit with Tate here. So Tate, can you tell us a little bit about what is ZayZoon?
Absolutely. Thanks, Kinga. So ZayZoon is a way for employees to access their paycheck whenever they'd like. It's entirely online, so available exclusively through the Paychecker application. It's very inexpensive and easy to use, so employees can log in and access money within about 10 seconds.
So what is the actual benefit of ZayZoon to the employer?
So for employers that are currently giving out advances to employees, and many do, we help to lower administrative costs and improve cash flow immensely. So ZayZoon actually funds all transfers. The employer's funds are never touched, and their administrative staff is never burdened. We also help to increase retention. So we like to call it giving your employees a benefit that they will actually use. And then lastly, increase productivity. So statistics are showing that 28% of employees say that financial stress actually becomes a distraction for them at work. By giving employees a way to smooth their cash flow and avoid high-cost alternatives, employees will be less stressed, more productive, and attribute to your bottom line.
So we have a quote here from Chris Massey, the COO from About Staffing. Would you like to elaborate a little bit on it?
Absolutely, yeah. So Chris and his company, they were actually a company that gave advances quite often to their employees. And they did so because they wanted to help them out. But again, like I spoke to before, it caused administrative burden for them, always cutting new checks. And they didn't want to stop though, because they didn't want their employees to go to an egregious alternative lender, such as a payday loan or other short-term needs. So by implementing ZayZoon, Chris Massey and the About Staffing organization were obviously ecstatic.
That's awesome. So can you give us a little bit of a breakdown about the fees involved with ZayZoon?
For sure. So an employee pays 16 cents per day for every $100 that they choose to access. Now, how this looks in an example is an employee accesses $100. They pay that back in 2 weeks. It's going to cost them just less than $2.50. In comparison to those egregious short-term payday lending bad guys that I talked about before, in Ontario, that same $100 advance would cost that employee $21 in fees.
Wow. Okay. So why don't we jump into a quick demo to show everybody exactly how this is done. So I'm just going to pull up my Paychecker account here. All right, we're in. In order to access ZayZoon, the employee would have to log into their Paychecker account. To learn more about Paychecker and how to access Paychecker, you could watch one of our other videos by the name of Paychecker 101, or you can visit our demo and training sessions on blog.paymentevolution.com. We tell you how to get in through there as well. So moving forward, you'd log in through your Paychecker account. And there it is. Right here, you'll see Pay Advances. You could borrow from the Bank of You. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pass all control of my mouse to Tate.
Yeah, borrowing from the Bank of You. Thanks for saying that, Kinga, just because that's something I didn't touch on before. But one really important feature of the ZayZoon Advance function is, it's not a loan at all. It's just simply a way for employees to access their already earned wages before payday. And this is important because with other short-term alternatives that might throw an employee into a debt spiral, we never want to do that. And we simply want to give them access to wages early. So by clicking Show Me, an employee can access the ZayZoon portal. They agree to the terms and conditions and move on to the next step here. So from here, the employee is simply going to choose how much they would like to access. Now, Joseph has between $50 and $1,000 available to him. This maximum amount here changes based on a few factors, but mostly what Joseph's salary or hourly wage actually is and what he can afford to pay back. So in this case, he's going to choose to take out a uneven $119 because that's what he has for a bill payment coming due, for example. If any help is needed throughout any of these steps, they can click on the live chat window here and get assistance from any one of the ZayZoon team members. There I am. The employee clicks next. They review the request, so the $4.10 fees there on the $120, where it will be transferred and when it will be transferred. So within 24 hours, usually that advance will hit their account. They also have an option of accessing an e-transfer for an more instantaneous advance. They need to enter their email and phone number. And all is good. The advance is on its way and the process is over. So simple as that. Joseph here was able to access $119 and have that transferred to his account within 24 hours and avoid any potential NSF fees that he might have had with a missed bill payment, or he was able to maybe get his daughter those dance recital classes coming up this week.
So Tate, how long does it usually take to receive this advance?
So Kinga, the advance will hit that employee's bank account within 24 hours usually. Obviously weekends and holidays are dependent on this. The employee does have an option though to opt for an Interac e-transfer, in which case they would receive that advance in under 2 hours.
And when does this advance get paid back?
So this advance is automatically repaid on the employee's payday after next. However, that employee can choose to repay that advance at any time earlier than that. So if they wanted to access money for just the day because they needed to get something paid, but they had money the next day, they could do so and pay literally cents in fees.
All right, guys. Well, thank you, Tate. And guys, if you have any questions, either for us here at Payment Evolution, feel free to contact support@paymentevolution.com. If you would like to find that Paychecker video, just go onto YouTube and search Paychecker 101. Alternatively, if you have any questions about ZayZoon, definitely go and hit up that chat log at ZayZoon.com. We have additional information in our blog, blog.paymentevolution.com or paymentevolution.com/ZayZoon. That's a lot of links, but we have a lot of information for you. Anyways, thank you all for coming, and thank you, Tate, for taking the time.
Thanks, Kinga.
Have a good one.